Hi Beauty Marks, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, my name is Pamela Ricardo. I am a transformation coach as well as an entertainer. So today, guys, I really want to talk about a process that I went through where I had to reinvent myself. I didn't just do this once, I've done this multiple times in my life. Now, what reinventing yourself is and what reinventing yourself isn't is something we need to talk about first. So what reinventing yourself is not, it's not you pretending to be somebody you're not. It's not you having imposter syndrome and not believing what you are because you really aren't that. It's more so reinventing yourself because you know you're in a position in your life where you're no longer wearing that old skin, you're shedding that, and you have become a brand new person. But sometimes it takes a while for you to feel like you are really that person, and it can cause you to feel fearful of announcing this brand new aura or brand new career path to an audience so that you can gain the access to new clientele or open yourself up for business. So we're going to talk about today the ways that I find we can simplify reinventing yourself. The first thing that we need to do when we're reinventing ourselves is actually do the work. I found that when I was pursuing, when I was in college, I was pursuing fashion, and so I got a degree in fashion merchandising, and for that part of my life I was living that. I worked at Nordstrom, I was doing my thing, you know, I was a manager of the shoe department, I was in that field. And it's okay to have lived multiple lives. No one said that just because you were stamped to go to law school that you have to be a lawyer forever. You gotta follow the whispers, and if you know that a time in your life a chapter has closed or ended, figure out if it really has ended or if you're just a little burnt out, first of all. And if you really do feel like that chapter is over, it is okay to embrace another part of yourself, or embrace another part of yourself and that. We can be many things in life. A lot of us are very multifaceted human beings. We are not meant to just be one thing. That's the first thing. So become that thing so that you don't feel weird telling people that you are that thing. When you know who you are, it's easier to express it to others with confidence. So the first thing you need to do is get great at whatever that is. If you're pursuing a dance career now, you're coming out of corporate America, get great at dance. Take the classes. Make yourself credible. Not just to your audience, but make yourself credible to you. Embrace it. Immerse yourself in that. I immersed myself in acting when that was the next chapter of my life. I was in multiple classes. I was going to independent film festivals. I was meeting actors. I was going to meetups. I was immersing myself in it. I was getting headshots. I was meeting photographers. I was going to all the actor groups. I was doing everything I could. I was getting in plays, things that didn't pay me a dime. I was always doing it so that when people would meet me and ask me what I was doing, it was so easy to say I'm an actress because I was acting all the time. That was the first thing on my mind when someone asked me what I was doing or what am I getting into today or what are you up to. It was acting because I was immersing myself in it. We all know the saying, get so good at something that you no longer have to introduce yourself. You know what I mean? So at that phase in my life, I was always in the game. So when people would run into me, they'd be like, they would introduce me as an actress because I had solidified my placement in this industry as an actress because I was continuously doing things in that field. So what is it for you that you want to transform your life into, or that you're seeking more knowledge in, and that you want to make sure that you feel so confident when you meet people, you can say you actually do this because you know you've been working on it? What is that thing? Write it down in the comments for me. Let's embrace you calling yourself this new title, which leads me into number 2. When you're reinventing yourself, you've got to call yourself what you are. That is your new title. You are a dancer, you are a singer, you are an actor, you are whatever. You know, this is who you are. That is your title. You have to say it proud and say it loud, but you also have to put it out there. It's your title of your Instagram. What is your name on your Instagram? You need to say that's what you do. You need to change your signature on your emails at the bottom of your Yahoo and your Gmail. What does it say under your name when you send people emails? I write Pamela Ricardo, speaker, author, actress, entertainer. I am all the things. And I'm a health coach. I'm not afraid to say any of those things because I have immersed myself in every one of those areas and have solidified myself as an expert in each of those areas. So what have you solidified yourself as and can call yourself an expert in? And you don't have to have 5 or 6 things. If it is one thing, you need to be the bomb at that one thing. Now you put that out there for the world to see. That means you write it down, you make it in plain sight so that when people see your name, that title is attached to it. Now that you have immersed yourself in this new thing and you have become an expert in it, and it is on all of your paperwork, it is where you have it on your what do you call it, your Instagram your Instagram, your LinkedIn, your whatever you have out there, your Twitter, that is your title. Now that you've done that, now it is time to say it. When you meet people this week, I would love for you to be like, hi, I am so and so, I am this. Announce it. The more you say it, the more you'll believe it. I had a girlfriend tell me early on in my acting career to stop acting like I'm not an actress. If people ask me what I do, say actress. And it was so hard for me. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't believe it because I hadn't booked anything yet. I felt like I had imposter syndrome. Like, although I was doing all the things to get great at it, I hadn't booked a TV show, I hadn't booked anything. I was doing independent stuff, but I hadn't actually done anything that anyone could speak about. So I didn't feel the confidence to say it when people would ask me, because I didn't want them asking me, what have I seen you on? Oh my God, we actors hate that question. But I started saying it before it started happening. So you have to start saying this before it even really starts happening, before you get that first customer, before you get that first person to buy your items. Before any of this happens, you've got to start saying it, because if you don't believe it, no one else will, right? If you don't believe that you're awesome at what you do, no one else is going to believe you either. You got to build such a confidence around this new business, this new person that you are, so that when people question anything about you, you've got the confidence to tell them, oh, no. I do this, this, and this, and this. And my process is this, 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 and this. You've gotten so great at it that you're undeniable to yourself. And when you're undeniable to you, the customer will see it. I think one of the hardest things about reinventing yourself is putting yourself out there and afraid of people who know you judging you, because they're gonna be like, oh, well, wasn't you just doing this and now you're doing this? That's okay, that comes with the territory. That's why I say you have to get so good at whatever you're doing that no one can check you on it. Just get great at what you're doing and don't worry about the naysayers, because the new version of you needs a new audience anyways. The audience for the other you, that was the audience for the other you. The new you is going to have another audience. It may have some of those older people as well come in, but the new you is going to attract new people. So just get ready for that. It's a shift and a transition, and those are never comfortable. But on the other side of uncomfortable is something so beautiful, I promise you. Reinventing yourself is not putting yourself in a box, not allowing the world to tell you that you can only be one thing forever, not allowing the world to tell you that if you do more than one thing, you're doing too much. You can be so many things in this world. You can be multifaceted, like I said earlier. You can chase many different dreams in this life. Who's to say at 75 years old you don't decide that all of a sudden you're an author? Then dang it, you're an author. You know, like, no one can tell you how far you can go. No one can tell you what you see inside of you. So if you know in your heart there's a book inside of you, start writing that book. 5 pages a week, 10 pages a week, whatever you can handle. Start writing the book. Start researching your topics. Start writing ideas down. Get the title together. Write the chapters out. Whatever you need to do to start immersing yourself and becoming this person. Because if there's a book inside of you, it needs to come out. If there's a product inside of you, it needs to come out. If there's a career path you've always been curious about, this week challenge yourself to actually look it up and see what it entails. Is there a course you can take to maybe learn more about it? Is there courses on YouTube University that you can kind of look at and just see if maybe this is something I could probably get myself into and possibly be great at it? Curiosity is what life is about. It's an adventure. We have to learn to go on the adventures, because if we don't, we'll never fully understand who we are. And we need whatever you have inside of you. That's how the world goes around. Whatever is inside of you, the world is missing right now because you haven't tapped into it yet. So it's our journey and our job to follow the path that God has laid out for us, but we can't follow it if we're scared to move. You have to follow what you see in your mind. Those ideas are there for a reason. Those dreams, those glimpses of greatness you see in yourself, you're getting those for a reason. God may not always tell you every single step, but He will give you clues. So just start following the clues. Act acting for me didn't come because I decided I wanted to be an actress one day while I was working at the mall. One day I was walking through the mall and someone came up to me and said, "Do you act?" I was like, "No, I do not." He was like, "It's okay, I'm doing a stage play. Me and my friend, come join the cast and we'll teach you." I was like, what do I have to lose? My weekends I wasn't doing anything, so I went and boom, I fell in love with it. But what if I had said no? What if I said no? I wouldn't have gotten the chance to work with Jasmine Guy. I would have missed an opportunity to go for a career that made me the woman I am today. You know, I learned so much from that career path. I learned that just because I was an actress for these seasons doesn't mean I still don't want to act, but it helped me become a great speaker and be very comfortable in front of a camera. And that led me into my speaking career, that I can speak in front of hundreds of people and thousands of people and not have the stage fright. I'm glad I had those years of experience as an actress, and I still act now. Fitness, had I not fell into a depression and looked at fitness as an outlet for myself and just started to pursue it little by little, looking at videos on YouTube and reading books and learning from my brother, like, because of that, I learned how to do fitness, not just for me, but to change the lives of others and having clients whose bodies I changed. And then from that, you know, I'm writing my book. I'm finishing my book right now because of all the experiences I've had in my life. This book has been birthed inside of me, and I'm so excited for you guys to see that. It is coming soon. But I say all this to say, when you're reinventing yourself, the first thing you have to do is you gotta believe that you have what it takes. So if this week you're deciding that you're ready to take that step to let the world see this new version of you, I commend you, because it's a scary thing. It's so scary because we don't want people thinking that we are a jack of all trades and, you know, we don't have a real footing on what we want to be, but that's far from the truth. If you know you're supposed to work on this, work on it. If you know this is your next path, go for it. Because really, at the end of the day, what is everybody else really doing? Besides sitting back and judging you, you judge you. And you tell you got stuff to do. Boy, I be rhyming on this channel. Y'all better, okay. Anyways, I'm so happy you guys have tuned in for another video with me. And if you have any questions, please leave it down in the comment. I'll be sure to respond as soon as I get a chance. And I pray you guys have an amazing week. And thank you so much for rocking with me, Beauty Marks. Bye.